Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text BREAK to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text BREAK to 321321. That's BREAK to 321321.
Looking for a fun way to win up to 25 times your money this football season? Test your skills on Prize Picks, the most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Just select 2 or more players, pick more or less on their projected performance, and place your entry. You could turn $10 into $250. Right now, Prize Picks will match your first deposit up to $100. Visit prizepicks.com/OT and use code OT. That's code OT at prizepicks.com/OT. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Trying to protect your identity by yourself is a lot like trying to be a quarterback without an offensive line. LifeLock alerts you to blindside threats you may miss on your own, even if you're monitoring your credit. If a threat happens to get through, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist is there to help. Join now and save up to 25% your first year at LifeLock.com/sports. That's LifeLock.com/sports to save 25%. LifeLock. Identity theft protection starts here.
Every college football season, Goodyear knows the importance of winning on the road. The road will always demand confidence. The confidence to handle whatever the journey brings and to perform under tough conditions. And just like the players and fans of college football, Goodyear is ready. Are you ready for the road? Visit Goodyear.com to find the right Goodyear tires for whatever road you're on this season. Goodyear. More driven.
Get your ski women and you men in Tommy John each day. Remember, it's the perfect gift to give this holiday. To save us from discomfort when your under starts to fray. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy. Comfort and joy. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy.
Tommy John, I know them. Over 20 million pairs sold. We elves better get off our shelves and make some comfort and joy.
All throughout the land, Tommy John's gladly worn. Underwear and loungewear upon each blessed morn, making everyone comfy whose body they adorn. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy. Comfort and joy. Give Tommy John for comfort and joy.
Santa's not the only one with a sack, you know? Upgrade yours today with Tommy John underwear. Get 20% off your first order right now at TommyJohn.com/stream. TommyJohn.com/stream for 20% off. See site for details. They're so elfin comfortable.
Will they find a home? Sponsored by Geico. Sarah wants a yard. My own little paradise. Brad, however, hates yard work.
The only thing I hate more than cutting the grass is paying someone to cut the grass.
Compromise is tough, but these two won't have to compromise when they bundle home and car insurance with Geico. It's easy, and they could save even more. In the end, Sarah and Brad found a great home with a yard. A very, very small yard.
Time to get it done. And I'm done.
Bundling without compromise at Geico.com.
An 8-piece of Kentucky Fried Chicken's new hot and spicy wings is just $4.99. Prepped in secret spicy marinade, hand-breaded until crispy perfection. They're a delicious combination of heat and flavor. Kinda makes me want to celebrate. Hit it! Tasty, heat, tasty, heat, tasty, heat! Wings, am I right?
You're right. Grab an 8-piece of KFC's new hot and spicy wings for just $4.99. Prices and participation may vary. Taxes, tips, and fees extra.
What's happening? What's up?
This is 4 Downs. First down.
Yes, it is time for 4 Downs here on Unsportsmanlike. Michelle Smallman has 4 questions. For Chris Canty and I, Evan Cohen.
All right.
And it's brought to you by Geico. Insurance can be hard. That's why Geico makes it easy with 24/7 claims service and on-the-go policy info on the app. It's easy. Go to geico.com for more.
For each down, we're going to look at a matchup, and I'm going to pose a question to you guys. So let's go to the first one. Raiders at Bears, kickoff, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Have we seen the last of Jimmy G as a full-time starter?
No, Smalls. Now, it might be the last time with him as a full-time starter for the Raiders, but Jimmy Garoppolo is 43-19 as a starter in the NFL. The only problem is Jimmy Garoppolo has only had one full season as a quarterback. He's made it through the season, played all 16 regular season games. So this is a guy that's always getting banged up. You can't rely on him. I think he's a bridge quarterback, although a very nice, very handsome bridge. But he's a guy that is emblematic of the Drake line, just something to do when there's nothing to do. That's Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback.
I need to answer that question with the questions. I need your help, CC.
What's up?
In regular life, when you're full-time, it means you're working 40 hours a week, you have benefits, etc.
Yeah.
What is full-time in the NFL? How many games do you look at that a quarterback needs to start to be considered full-time? Not the intention. I'm saying the reality.
Oh, I would probably say the majority, like pretty much every game.
Okay, so then no, he's not, unfortunately, and I'm a Jimmy G fan. He was more of a part-time teammate in essence, right? I mean, because I don't see how you can project him to start 17 games. Now, I'd want him on my team. I think he can win games, 43-19, as CC said, but he's not a full-time teammate.
Well, listen, my quarterback, my context is Eli Manning, who started, 100-plus games?
Right, he's full-time.
Yeah, exactly. He's never missed a game, so that's my context. That's a full-time quarterback. That's the job. Other guys can get banged up and miss, but the entire hopes and dreams of the team rest in the hands of the quarterback. You got to be out there on the field, dog.
Absolutely, but when he is out there, he's more often than not winning
They're
games.
good.
This is a guy
They're
that
pretty
you
good.
see
Yes.
get through the playoffs,
Pretty
get to
good.
a Super Bowl. So even though he does have the injury history, don't you think some team is going to want to take a flyer on Jimmy Garoppolo?
He's a good, as CC said, you said handsome. I'll say a very handsome bridge quarterback.
Yeah. The one season that he did play all 16 games, his team was in the Super Bowl.
Poor guy.
Yeah. Second down.
Second down.
Commanders at Giants, 1 p.m. Eastern time kickoff. Saquon Barkley, he says he doesn't want to be traded. But should the Giants...
I never crossed my mind. Obviously, I've been public and vocal about how I feel about this organization and where I want to be. But like I said, knowing the business and seeing that side of it, there's a lot of things that I can't control. So sitting here, everyone knows how I feel. Everyone knows I don't want to get traded. I don't think anybody in their right mind would want to get traded anywhere. It's not an easy thing to do. You got to move. I have a family. I would love to be here, but like I said, it's not in my control. My focus is to be the leader I can be for the team and try to get this thing on the right track.
So you just heard Saquon's POV. He does not want to leave New York, but should the Giants listen to offers?
You always listen, Smalls. Now, I don't think the Giants are going to get anything materially better than the draft pick they'd be in line for based on the NFL's compensatory pick formula. But if you get a second-round pick, trade him. If you get multiple mid-round picks, trade him. But I don't think the Giants are going to be able to command that in a trade just because Saquon Barkley's injury history.
I totally agree with you. I think that basically what needs to happen here is they need to talk to Saquon's representatives and say, listen, here's what we're going to tell you right now, what our offer is going to be at the end of the season. You want it or not? And then I know they can't do it now, but have some sort of understanding and direction of we're going to offer you 2 years, $18 million all in. That's way below where you are right now, but we're not going much higher than I'm making up numbers. And if they don't feel like, he's going to sign that, then you have to trade him. Yeah, because, yes, the compensatory pick, I get it, but get it now. Have some ammo. Get some prep going. What's the point? They stink.
Yeah, they're not going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to the playoffs, why not reset and get ready for next year? And a part of that would be getting more draft picks. If Saquon Barkley is attractive to another team, you got to trade him.
And by the way,
it's a better pick than the compensatory pick that you would get for Saquon staying on the team.
So you need to be ice cold. You need to not care about how he's been the face of the franchise and that he's beloved with Giants fans.
Right, that's the problem. In this specific case, his what he is on the field is great.
Yeah.
His who also matters to a franchise like the Giants. He seems like, as you said, a great face of the franchise. But
he's a great face. I'd like to see that face on the field more often.
And when your face is a running back, you're not going to win. Simple as that. Third down.
Third down.
Falcons at Bucks, 1 p.m. Eastern time. A couple weeks ago, I said to you guys, should we be believing in Baker Mayfield and the Bucks? CeCe, at the time you said no. Don't fall into it, Smalls. Don't fall into the trap. Have we swung the other way? Are we believing in them now?
I can't believe I'm doing this because in my notes I said no, but right now I have to say yes because I did my notes before I watched Thursday Night Football and seeing how bad the Saints are, knowing how bad Desmond Ridder is with the Falcons, and seeing how the Carolina Panthers are winless in October. Yes, I have to be a believer in the Bucs by default because everybody in the NFC South is so damn terrible. Like they are like the NFC South, like the Bucs are the team that are the beneficiaries of circumstance. It's like me walking into a classroom and being proud that I'm the tallest person. That is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the NFC South. This team is going to march into the playoffs. And I don't know that it's going to be all that dramatic. I think this is something that we can see coming even before Week 7 really gets going. There's nobody else in the South that's going to challenge the Bucs.
So let me see if I could reword this then, because maybe this will help stick to the integrity of your notes for the game last night. Is it that we believe in the Bucs, or just flat out Chris Canty does not believe in the Falcons, Panthers, and Saints? Because saying you believe in the Bucs would mean maybe they go a little bit further than you thought. I think it's more of, I don't believe in the other three teams, so let me take the team that has a championship pedigree, minus the quarterback, great wide receivers, a great defensive-minded head coach in Todd Bowles out there. I don't believe in the other ones, so this one makes more sense than the other ones. Is that more fair?
That's fair.
Because you just said I believe in the Bucs. I want to give you a chance to take that back if you want to take that back.
But, I mean, if they're going to be in the playoffs, don't you say you have to believe in them? They're
going
to be in the playoffs.
They would win a playoff game?
I don't think they're going to win a playoff game. I don't think they're going far, but I didn't think that the NFC South would have a team that could go on a deep playoff run before the season started.
But
I just didn't think that it would be the Tampa Bay Bucs. I thought it would be the New Orleans Saints because they got Derek Carr, and that's a team that's lost 4 of their last 5. They're going no.
And their one win was to the Pats.
Let me rephrase that. I was about to say they're going nowhere fast. What I meant to say was they're going in the toilet fast. That's how bad this team is, and the perception of who Derek Carr is has to change. Now, I don't think Dennis Allen, their head coach, is helping the matter. Like, he might not be all of the problems, but he damn sure ain't the solution either. So they got a lot of problems going on in New Orleans, but the beneficiaries of it are the Tampa Bay Bucs. So by default, I got to believe in the Bucs.
And we have to give credit to Baker Mayfield. We thought, this is the guy that they're going to just plug in there because he's a cheaper option. He was cast off by other teams. He's going to be, as we talk about Jimmy G as a bridge, everybody thought Baker Mayfield was just going to be the bridge from the post-Tom Brady era into the next franchise quarterback.
I still think he's going to be.
But he's taken this opportunity and he's run with it.
Yeah, it's more of a Geno Smith bridge than it is a Tyrod Taylor bridge, I guess. I don't know how it's sad.
He played awful against the Lions, but he's still top 10 in QBR. I don't know. I don't know how the Bucs are doing this. I don't. This is a magic trick that Todd Bowles is playing on us. I don't know how it's happening right now, but it's happening. And I have to believe in them because everybody in their division is so terrible.
4th down.
Okay.
4th down.
Interesting matchup. Chargers at Chiefs, 4:25 p.m. Eastern is the kick. Now, the Chargers are coming off that tough loss 2017 to Dallas where Justin Herbert missed some crucial throws. Is this a prove-it game for Justin Herbert?
What do you mean interesting matchup? What part of this is interesting? The Chiefs are going to crush them. The Chiefs are going to crush them. The Chargers are not that good. I don't know why we have to keep getting fooled by the Chargers because we see the aura that the NFL puts out there, Smalls. Literally the tweet with the hair and everything around Justin Herbert. They ain't good. I'm sorry. They're not that good. The Chiefs are going to rock them this weekend.
Completely agree, cosign, all of the things. I would say this. I think it's more of a prove-it game for Brandon Staley than it is for Justin Herbert. Like, good players can't overcome bad coaching. And over the last 2 years in the Brandon Staley era of football for the Chargers, they got more losses in one-score games than anybody else in football. They've got 9 of them. So, I mean, at some point, your head coach has to find a way to be the difference in those close games. Now, I get it. Justin Herbert didn't play well on Monday Night Football, and that's what we hold on to, and we criticize him, rightfully so. But Brandon Staley has to find a way where it's not always on Justin Herbert to perform miracles, trying to turn water into wine, making him right on terrible coaching decisions late in football games. Something about that has to change. Against the Kansas City Chiefs would be a good place to start.
And remember, the Chiefs' mindset, I guarantee it, is that they're coming off of a loss. Even though they won that game against the Broncos, it was ugly. They didn't play that well. They probably have that we're coming off of a loss mindset. Smalls, great job. As always, 4 Downs with Smalls, brought to you by Geico. Insurance can be hard. That's why Geico makes it easy with 24/7 claims. and claim service. And the on-the-go policy info in the app, it's easy to go Geico. Coming up, will Boys to Men be sung in Ann Arbor? Next.